Hey guys, Liam Bradshaw here. Welcome back to another video. How you all doing? And today we're on Reddit looking at entitled parents, which is literally one of the few things out there that literally pisses me off. Entitled people, especially parents, when you're like, your kid just walks in front of you and the parent's like, you should have seen where he was going. And I'm like, dude, I did see the kid. And then they'll just carry on having a go at you and all that, blah blah blah, and then they'll lose. Alright, so we're gonna start off by reading as many as we can. Okay, entitled parent treats my office like a playroom napping space, posted by you just a nutmeg 7 hours ago. Okay, let's read this out. So for context, a few years ago I had a pretty sweet office set up. I had my own personal office and work tucked away to work from out of the main waiting room. Meant that even on a busy day, my office was my own personal quiet nirvana where I could do my work undisturbed. Cue entitled parent and her kids. I'm working quietly away and glad for my space, as it sounds like a zoo out there this particular day, when all of a sudden my door opens. I work with my back to the door to assume it's one of the staff coming in to tell me something. No, it's a woman with 2 kids in tow, toddler girl and a 5-year-old boy. Sorry ma'am, this isn't where you should be. And I point at the nice big sign on my now open door that says staff on the outside. My baby's tired and it's too noisy out there. She needs somewhere quiet and nap. Baby's the reason it was noisy out there and won't stop howling. The zoo has migrated and I'm now ground zero. Then indicates the boy. And my son is bored. Why aren't there any toys out there? He was eyeballing my laptop with a vocacious gleam in his eye. I felt zero guilt shooting him a don't even think about it glare. There isn't any toys in here either. Then to the kids firmly. Please stop that. The kids have already started their mission to demolish my workspace. In the short time that they've been there, the toddler was pulling books from my shelving while the older one was stacking them up like a tower, then knocking them over. I glared at the mother who was just letting her kids run rampant. This wasn't a place people attended with kids. Hers was only the second lot I've seen in 2 years working there. The first was an old co-worker on maternity leave bringing their sleeping newborn by to show the stars, so not even sure that counts. I'm getting really rapidly pissed off, but aim for a calm but firm tone. I'm sorry, but I can't play in here with my things. Why isn't there toys out there, or a parent's room then? There isn't really a demand here for either a parent's room or toys. This is discrimination. You have to let them sleep here. I'm gonna tell everyone you hate children. Amusing given I have children of my own, but hers was starting to bring me around to that ideology, or however you say it. The youngest was now trying to pull my entire in-tray on their head while the eldest was busy furiously wiping snot he picked from his nose on my wall. Okay, she looks smug and moves to settle in to watch her kids go ape. I'm gritting my head off. Tell people I hate kids. She looks baffled and horrified like I've sworn or something. You can't just do that in here. Now I have work to do. And I pointed at the door hoping she'd leave and take her kids with her, who move on to molesting my corner pot plant and attempting to climb my filling cabinets. Now she starts screeching again. I'm a customer! You can't abuse me like this! Help! Help! Here's someone coming up the hallway. She tries to look all tearful and points a shaking finger at me, accusing it's one of the managers. She just abused me. She said she hated children and that she wished mine would die. I want her discipline now. I sigh, roll my eyes, look at my laptop, and notice I forgot to pause the recording I had been in the process of making when she barred in. That I'd forgotten him and he saw in melee. Are you sure about that? Manager notices my laptop screen and what I just did and stifles laughing. She's fuming looking between us and us wondering why we aren't saying anything. Until I pressed play. When it finished, she was bright red and tried a different tactic. You can't record me without my permission. I'm calling the police. Manager with a face like thunder, voice like silk. You aren't supposed to be in here. You interrupted just a nutmeg doing her job. And well done on a voice memo she was recording. You also just made false accusations against an employee. The police won't care. Leave the building or you will have security escort you out now. Where I live, it's perfectly legal to record a conversation without all parties' knowledge or consent, but it was useless for what I had to use it for, so no need to keep it. I still have an appointment at 1 PM. We will handle cancelling that. Take your business elsewhere. It was only one of the best places to work. That manager was one of many awesome co-workers who looked after their workforce, make sure I got the office a lot of cake to share on my last day when I moved on to a job with more hours and less of a commute. Yep, definitely a best manager, especially if you give him a cake. That means you like your manager, just like I do. But I'm not telling you where I work because that's an invasion of privacy. Alright, moving on then, I guess. Alright, want my iPhone? Sure, give me your car. Posted by War with Varun. I don't know if I said that clearly, but let's give it a go. Hey everybody, I'm on a road trip. This literally happened 10 minutes ago. I'm drinking a free tea because of it, lol. Backstory, I've stopped on a midway tree drinking some juice. My parents just went to use the bathroom. Story, I'm sitting there drinking me juice and browsing Reddit, and this happens. Entitled Mother, EM, grabs my shoulder so hard I nearly spilled my juice. Hey my baby, F13 or something, is bored. She wants your phone to play. Me, I'm sorry, this is an iPhone 7 Plus, which I bought with my own money. I can't just give it to someone. It's okay, just give. The baby come over and tries to whisper, which I totally hear. I thought this would be fast and we would get a new phone easily. Goodbye. Wait, why? I need to make a call. Use your phone. Mine is dead. Okay, so you want to take my phone and get away, right? Ned? Yeah, you got a nice car there. Mind if I trade my phone for that? What the heck? I need to make a call. Just give me the phone. Give me the keys now. Dale's low. And yeah, I don't know what to say. Okay, that one's short. Entitled Mother wants my device, which just keeps me alive, so a precious baby teenager won't be bored. Posted by Donnie VDB99, 15 hours ago. Okay, well, this was an interesting scenario I went through today. Background info, I'm a type 1 diabetic and I have had diabetes since I was 11. And no, I did not get diabetes because I was fat. Accurate. It is genetically inherited. I have a machine that basically supplies me with medication every second of every day to keep my blood sugar stable. When I eat food, I have to type in the amount of carbohydrates in the meal into the machine, and I'll be given a dosage of my medication via this. That's actually a really cool machine. The device is centered around my stomach and is hidden by my shirt until I have to manually type in the carbs to the device. The device is called an insulin pump. If my explanation on it, what it is not clear enough, you can search insulin pump on Google and read or look at images there. Need the device. No two ways about it. Now onto the story. Cast Mimi EM, entitled Mom, EK, Teenage Crotch Goblin, nice name, NW, Nice Worker, PO, Police Worker. So I'm out of a restaurant when my food arrives, and I have to type in the carbs of my insulin pump when entitled Mother and entitled Teenage Crotch Goblin get into the story. I see the Crotch Goblin staring at me from another table when he says something to entitled Mother, which I can't make out. The entitled Mother comes up to me and says, "My son likes your phone, give it to him and you could probably buy a new one later." I then reply, "This is a medical device. I am a type 1 diabetic. I need to survive." EM replies, "No you are not. Ha 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 ha. You are not fat enough." I try to explain that type 1 diabetes is genetically inherited, but I should have known. The entitled Mother has half a brain cell. You're goddamn right. Entitled Mother, stop making excuses and give it to him now. Me, lady, I just want to eat. Please leave me alone. Entitled Mother, not until you hand over the phone. Me, quite annoyed now. Please leave me alone or I'll talk to the workers here. The entitled Mother doesn't stop, so I go to the waiter who has been serving me before I get a word in. The entitled Mother says, "He stole my kid's phone. Arrest him now." I tell the worker the whole story and show him that my insulin pump is not a phone, and lo and behold, the worker is also type 1 diabetic. How convenient. He tells the entitled Mother to leave me alone or the police will be called. All the while this is happening, Crotch Goblin has been screaming about the game he has been playing on his Switch and curses about it and making a racket, bothering other customers. The entitled Mother says, "I'm the manager here. He will have you fired if you..." Okay. You know the manager. One of the most pathetic excuses people can come up with. Lady, go back to school. Nice worker. Lady, the manager's my uncle. I've never seen you ever before. Leave this young man alone now before I have to ask you to leave. The entire mother storms back to her table. Wait, you thought this was over? As the entire mother was walking back to her table, the crotch goblin loses it. I like how this story calls the entitled teenager crotch goblin. Wait, if he's playing on the Switch, is he playing Breath of the Wild? Anyways, back to the story. He seems to has lost whatever game he was playing and flings the Switch at a frame poster against the wall where a couple was in, and the glass shattered over the woman's arm, causing bleeding. That kid's got serious problems. I mean, I know I rage at kids, but I would never throw anything like that. Everyone is furious, the police are called, and the entire mother and Crotch Goblin are taken away, and the couple are pressing charges, and everyone there got a coupon, yay. I hope to never get out of this scenario again, although it was a great feeling to see Crotch Goblin and the entire mother being taken away. Crotch Goblin, that's so good. The entire kid wants to play with my baby tracker. So my first child was pretty unwell there for a spell, and I wasn't getting any sleep, and doctors wanted to know all these important details like how much his feeds were, when wet, nappy weight, nap schedule, etc. Since I was pretty out of it, I knew I have to keep track of it all somehow, and a friend had recently gotten a device that bragged to do it all and looked fun, and I definitely wanted a little fun. It could be synced to the clinic computers with a click and really was fun to use. All was going awesomely. I'd bring it to appointments and they'd be able to pull the data off and add it to their files. All until Entitled Mother and Entitled Kid were there in the waiting room one day. I was using the nap timer, starting to nap in the sleep section since my son had fallen asleep. Why did I say fun? I don't understand that. When I noticed a shadow go over my hands in the device, I look up and it's a kid, maybe 5? Entitled Kid, what game is that? It was brightly colored, plastic, and vaguely Game Boy shaped. He was the first kid to think it was some kind of toy, so I wasn't remotely surprised at his question. Me, oh sweetie, it's not a game, it's for my son. I gestured to the sleeping 6-month-old. Cute. Entitled Kid runs back to mum, says something to her. I go back to what I was doing. Not a minute later, the shadow is back, except now it belongs to a kid and mother. Picture a highly polished Karen with impeccable nails, overpriced style and blowout, wearing a sickly amount of pastel colored expensive clothing. So basically you're describing a font. I'm pretty sure I looked like roadkill in a t-shirt and sweatpants with my hair haphazardly pulled into a messy bun about it. I probably look like an easy target to her. Entire mother, my baby says he won't let him play that game. You should let him. Me, it's not. Entire mother cuts me off. Entire mother, and you said it was the babies, as if your baby could play that. Entire Kid, Mommy, I want to play it. Entire mother, you will. Mommy's so an angel. I try again, I have a stutter. It's not sorry if I stutter, by the way. Well, I'm just trying to, well, you said with a stutter. Well, anyways, back to the story then, I guess. Entire mother, stop babbling and let my son play it. Tried to snatch it, I'm holding on. Entire mother screams. Entire mother, here we go. She's stealing my son's game. Help! Me, stop, you'll break it. She manages to yank it from my hands, but she goes flying back and it goes skittering across the tile floor, smash against the wall. I run out, hopefully it's not utterly broken and they can still get the day off it since I hadn't been in yet. So they haven't got it off. It's dead. Utterly dead. The receptionist comes over. I'm in tears. Receptionist, what happened? That's the receptionist's voice, by the way. Entire mummy, she stole my son's game and broke it. Call the police. Receptionist has been the one to get the data off my device for the last 6 months. Looks at what I'm trying to pick up and shakes her head. Receptionist, this is hers. I've been tracking her baby's activity for the last 6 months and you broke it. Entire mummy, it didn't look important. Receptionist, you just lost a whole month's data we needed. And you to destroy someone else's property, pay here for the device or I'm calling the police. Entire mother, I won't. Receptionist gets up and heads to the phone. Entire mother, fine. What was it? $10? Me, $100. Entire mother, it can't be worth that. You're lying. I do a quick Google and show her. Entire mother, you shouldn't spend so much money on something that breaks so easy. It's such a waste of money. I shouldn't have to finance that. Receptionist is holding up the phone handset almost menacingly till she pulls $100 out of her wallet and huffs off. Ugh. Nice. Alright. Racist entitled mother wants to give me a give her precious baby my phone because I'm colored and probably stole it. Please get involved and I'm apprehended. Okay. Just for background, I'm a half-black woman who grew up in a ghetto and worked damn hard through high school to earn a scholarship and full ride through college, and now work a very decent job and make a reasonable amount of money, which I'm not afraid to show off, though I do maintain my ghetto heritage. Naturally, racism is a touchy subject for me. Well, it's quite usual if you're black. Well, the amount of times they, like, racist people go out and say, like, racist things, it happens over here as well. Yeah. Even on that one bus ride, which caused a disturbance. Alright, let's get back to the story, I guess. So here I am, minding my own business, and a local coffee place enters a meal as on my new Samsung Note 10. You have a Samsung. Good on you, boy. Or girl, sorry. Day off, so I'm not dressed particularly well. Well, hoodie, sweatpants, you know the deal. Enter the cast. EM, entitled mother, generally snooty looking. Snooty. Like, she was trying really hard to go wealthy, but nothing she had on was actually valuable. Obviously fake jewelry, etc. EK, entitled kid, maybe 12, 13, large positive. He had some kind of autism or Asperger's due to his general mannerisms and, well, screeching. Ah! I noticed that entitled mother and entitled kid are staring at me. Not a big deal, especially since this is an upper class area, and I'm, well, me with my demuria. Eventually, entitled mother and entitled kid walk over to me. Entitled mother says, entitled mother, you, where did you get that? Me, I bought it. Entitled mother, how? Me, how do you think? Entitled mother, people like you can't afford phones. You must have stolen it. At this point, I'm sort of in shock and speechless. She follows up with, entitled mother, I should report you to the police, but I'm willing to let this go if you hand the phone over to my precious baby son now. Me, why would I do that? Entitled mother, because you stole it and I don't deserve it. Me, you're not getting this phone, bitch. At this point, the manager, supervisor, staff member, I'm not sure, but I'm calling him manager from here, walks over and notices the situation, tries to calm everyone down. Manager, Mom, I need you to keep it down. This is a coffee shop. Entitled mother, this woman called me a bitch after stealing my son's phone. Manager, wait, what? Entitled mother, I want a full refund, my phone back and some compensation. Manager, Ma'am, you need to give her the phone back or I'll call the police. Me, but it's my phone. Entitled mother, that's my son's phone, you bitch. Manager, Ma'am, that's clearly not your phone, I'll call the police if you don't give the phone back. At this point, entitled kid is screeching. I can't really make out what he's saying, but he's reaching for my phone. Having dealt with racism all my life, I began to go off at all three of them, so naturally police were called. The police immediately apprehended me, and not only me, and confiscated my phone. They also took entitled mother, entitled kid, and manager's statements before taking my last. All three of them told the cops a naturally exaggerated version of events. At this point, you thought I was some homeless black person who just mugged a 13-year-old. If you believe the story they took. I gave them my statement. I told them I refused to cooperate any further until they checked security footage. The coffee shop refused to let them check, since as far as they were concerned it was clear I was a thief, and so what's the point? Eventually the security footage was checked off, so many convincing and everything became very awkward after that. The police awkwardly apologized and even went out of their way to say we weren't working on racial stereotypes, just responding to the scene that was reported. None of the coffee shop staff actually said anything to me once I was apprehended. Guess I'm not going back there now. Entitled kid never stopped screeching even as I left after being released from teach. Entitled mother seemed completely unfazed by the security footage, continuing to claim that I must have stolen it from someone else because my type can't afford those phones. So that was another day ruined by entitled parents and racial profiling. I wish I could say I was surprised by the actual girl of that woman, but to be honest, I experienced so many of these situations, nothing surprises me anymore. Edit, just some typos. Wow. You almost didn't win that, but you did in the end. Thank God for CCTV. Entitled mother steals my Alfie McFlurry and gives it to my daughter. Posted by Jordan isn't my real name. What is it then? Okay, this is alright. Okay, last one. Here we go. I never thought I have a story for the subreddit, nor did I think these people actually existed, but here I am. I'm a student and I work fast food for a few extra bucks here and there every day on my meal break. I get the same thing, double cheeseburger with mac sauce and bacon, small fry and a McFlurry, highly recommend. Yep, highly recommend. You're not the only one who likes that. So I'm on break. I get my usual and start going on my McFlurry. A few heaping spoonfuls there. I realize I forgot to get napkins, so I abandoned my food for a second to get some. Big mistake. As soon as I returned to my table, I see my McFlurry is gone. The first thing I thought was maybe I had absently took it with me and left it on the napkin stand, but I was wrong. A few tables down, I see a little girl with her mother chowing down on my McFlurry. And I know it's mine because it has double the amount of M&Ms a normal McFlurry would have made it myself. I take my ice cream very seriously, so I wasn't going to let her get away with this. Me, excuse me ma'am, did you take my McFlurry? And tell mom, oh you left it there, so I assume you didn't want it anymore. It's okay if my daughter has it, right? You're an employee, so I'm sure you can get another if you want. Me, no it's not okay, I paid for that. You can't just steal people's foods, give it back. And tell mom, I didn't steal it, you didn't want it anymore, and why would you want it now? My daughter has already put her mouth on the spoon. Me, I put my mouth on that spoon. Why the hell would you give your kid food a stranger ate off? I could have had herpes for all you know. Tell mom, how dare you talk to me like that? I am a customer. I demand to speak to your manager. That's fine by me. I go back and get my favorite manager, Javier, I think that's how you say it, with Bessie's and explain the situation. He says he'll help me handle it. I'm just going to call him manager because I can't say his name properly. Mom, my boy says you stole food from me. Tell mom, no I didn't. He let me have it and now he's arresting me because he changed his mind. Me, manager, I implored him. Cue short silence. Manager, ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Tell mom, why? I didn't do anything. Manager, you're causing a disturbance. Tell mom, he started it. Punish him. Manager, ma'am, please just leave. Tell mom, fine, just give me another McFlurry and I'll leave. Manager, I'm sorry, what? Tell your mother, if my daughter can't have this McFlurry, get her another one. Manager, ma'am, you didn't pay for this one. What makes you think you can get another one? You're lucky I don't make you pay for this one. Tell mother, fine, but I'm keeping this one. The daughter has begun scarfing down the ice cream, unfazed the entire time this account is happening. She's probably gotten used to it. She's almost done at this point, so there's no reason to keep pushing the situation. The entire mother storms out with a half daughter McFlurry in tow. Manager lets me get another one on the house. You think that's where the story ends? Wronger. Probably an hour and a half later, the store phone rings. Manager answers. It's the entitled mom. I can't tell you exactly what she said, but she asked for the store supervisor. The supervisor wasn't here, so wanted to be done with this lady and manager being manager. He just said he was a supervisor. She told an employee and a manager were extremely rude to her and that she demanded they both be fired. When manager pressed for details, she said they tried to steal her daughter's McFlurry and made her cry. Manager said, that's weird, because our ice cream machine is broken. You must be calling the wrong McDonald's. Don't call back. Click. The phone rang again a couple of times, but it stopped eventually. A real mad lad, that manager is. Alright guys, I think we are going to stop there for now with all these entitled parents, but if you guys do want to see more stuff like this, post in the comments below and I'll just do more of these, because frankly I did enjoy this really, doing this for the first time ever. But that's it for this video I guess. If you liked the video, remember to like, comment, subscribe for more videos and for more Reddit entitled videos like this one. But until then, see you later!